What's up, guys? It's Mac. We're back. We're out here today. Gonna cast for some pike in a big shallow bay. Gonna scan around and see what we can find. Hopefully there's some big jumbos lurking in the shallows still. We're gonna see what we can do. Gonna get the head camera on, get casting. Fingers crossed we can find a giant. All right, so we got the cameras on. We are ready to rock. I'm gonna start it by casting the Rapella subwalk. Killer bait for springtime pike. One of my all-time favorites. I'm gonna throw this trolling motor down and hopefully we can see some giants. Just had a bite there already, first cast. The subwalk, I'm just giving a pull pause, basically just twitching it. Giving it a longer pause though. Give those fish some time to tee it up. Because this time of year, typically you'll see a lot of fish will just follow. I'm gonna bring us in a bit closer to these weeds up here. I've never fished this bay before either, so it's a bit of a learning curve / exploration for me as well. We got 61-degree water back here, so that's pretty much perfect. There's a pike here, right in front of me. I'm probably gonna spook it. Oh, I'm gonna drive right over top of him. See him right there. Spooked him. Dang nabbit. That's all right though, we saw pike in here, so that's a good sign. I'm gonna put on a different bait just to cast through all these cattails. Well, not cattails, like bulrushes or whatever, because this thing does too much side to side and it's getting caught up. Okay, let's give this one a go. So I'm gonna put on this little Savage Gear 4-play. Hopefully I don't get snagged as much. Not snagged, but hopefully I don't catch as many weeds. Oh, there's a fish. Man, I hooked him in the tail. Wow. Larry hooked him in the butt. Dude. What were you thinking, man? It's a start. Lots of room for improvement. Doing fishing like this, good polarized glasses are super important to be able to see these fish. I'm gonna follow up that cast again. The fish was big, super wide back on it. There's another big one over here swimming around too. There's another one here. There's pike all over. Oh man, that one just inhaled it. Oh my goodness. That was such a crazy take. Oh my gosh, there's big pike everywhere in here. You can see out here, there's one there, one there. Obviously I got one on here. There's one on the bottom here. This is exciting. This is awesome. This fish absolutely flew up. Look at that jump. Oh, this fish absolutely flew up and smashed my bait. Let's get this fish in the net. It's a big pike. Just got some steam left on her. Holy smokes. Oh, he got off right there. Son of a gun. Oh man, I was messing around with my motor. My boat's drifting into shore, and that fish came unhooked. What a sucker I am. I'm just gonna leave the net out. That way I'll be able to grab it easier next time. I'm gonna move the camera around too. I think that'll probably be a better angle, hopefully. Okay, now let's try to do that again and just do way better, because that was brutal. Man, that was embarrassing. I honestly wasn't expecting to catch anything, and then all of a sudden there's just like big pike everywhere in here. Just had one jab at it there. Another one jab at it. Oh my goodness. Another one, there we go. Oh, that was a smaller one. That's all right. Not the giant we're after. It seems like as I got closer to shore here, the water almost got darker, like more tea-colored. It seems like those fish are just sitting in the tea-colored water. It's so cool though, like when I hooked that bigger one there, that I obviously lost, absolutely failed. But when I hooked that one, there was like several other fish that were just sitting there lingering around too. That's super cool. I'm gonna keep lurking around here with the trolling motor. And like I said, I'm using basically my glasses, allow me to see into the water, probably a little bit better than the cameras do. So what I'm doing is I'm going around, I'm basically just trying to sight fish these fish, trying to pick them out, cast at them, and hopefully catch them. And Lord help me, get them in the boat. Yeah, that fish that I had on there that got off, it was probably a low 40s, like 41 to 42 kind of deal. Not a giant, but a nice sized fish for sure. Like I said, as soon as we got in towards shore here, it just seemed to get a little bit more key colored water. And that's what they seem to be sitting on. Something obviously just took off here, a big silt cloud kicking up. It's getting a little bit harder to see with the ripple coming in here, but it's still doable. There's one coming up to me. Little one. Yeah, that was a fish there too. So there's fish all over here. They're just kind of sitting on the bottom. So maybe I gotta just go slow. It's just so hard to go slow because there's so much pencil reed sticking up everywhere, so it's like a jungle to kind of go through. There's another pike sitting right in the bottom right here. Just like slugs. But obviously there'll be a few that will bite. But most of these fish will be sitting in here just warming up, speeding up their metabolism. Man, I wish I would have landed that one. Oh man, I suck so bad. That one came and flew up and hit it so hard, it pushed it forward like 4 feet. Swam right in front of the boat here. What a punk. Big one on the bottom right here in front of me. Spooked him. Dang it. That one smoked it. And I actually hooked him this time. Sweet. Not a bad fish at all. Got some gas in the tank, baby. Oh, look at that jump. This thing's fired up. Oh, it's barely hooked too. Gotta bring you around to this side, dude. There we go. Finally did it, finally got one on the net. That was a grueling process. That fish absolutely inhaled it. All right, we got the bait out. Give you guys a look at this fish. Jeez, man. All right, check out that pike. It's a pretty sweet, awesome first pike of the day. Let's get her back in there. Wow, that thing was full of energy. Soaked me. Got water on, I think, every camera in the boat. Well, let's continue on. I'm gonna change my bait to a floating Savage Gear line through trout, just so I can stay up out of these weeds because the weeds are getting annoying. Gonna put on this little guy here. Like I said, Savage Gear, 8-inch line through. This one's a floating one, so it'll keep me up out of the weeds a bit better, hopefully. Hopefully, I don't miss as many fish. So like I said, right now I'm just going along and I'm just basically just trying to sight fish these fish. So I'm basically just using my polarized glasses to see in the water and cast at fish that I see specifically. There we go. So yeah, this guy floats, so we'll be able to cast right into these weeds here. I should be able to just reel it right through. Oh, there is fish way in there. I just cast it way into the weeds in there, and one just smoked me. Yeah, this is pulling through the weeds way nicer. There's another one. Just a little guy. First one on the line through trout though. That thing hit it with vengeance. Vengeance. Didn't even turn my camera around yet. What a goof. Pike number 3. First one was hooked in the tail though, so I don't know if that really counts. Get you back in there. Now that I'm right over these weeds here, I can see where this water is just changing color in here. It's crazy. You can see here it's like clear, and then just over there it's just red. Weird. There's a pike here. I'm going to reel right in front of it. Didn't even look at me. Oh, here it is. It's coming in now. And turned off. There's a fish right in front of me here. I'm going to cast just past it. Let's see if it'll go for it. Didn't even move. Oh, like slowly moved. See it right here in front of the boat. Nothing. I'll try this one. This is a little thing I kind of made up myself. Well, not fully made up, but modified. So this is a headbanger plastic that I kind of rigged up myself here. With these plastics, they're super, super nice because you can either rig them up like on the headbanger, the actual headbanger system, or you can just kind of rig it up yourself. So that's what I've kind of done here. And this is just weightless. So you can just cast it and just reel it in super slow. I actually might add a little bit of weight to it though, just to keep it right side up, because some of the stuff I am going to be going down to like 4 or 5 feet. So I'm just putting a little clip weight here on the chin of it. So all I did is just add this little tiny little tungsten weight here, and that'll just keep it running right side up. And it'll also let me be able to do like a pull pause with it. So when I do a pull pause now, that bait should just nosedive like that. So let's get casting. Oh, there's a big one here. You can see this on the edge of the clear water here. Oh, it sees me. Oh, I think it just got scared. There's one coming at me right now. Look at it. Look at it right in the bottom. I'm still interested. Oh, he saw the boat. Dang it. I'm gonna take another cast out there. I might take another swing at it. You see there, I spotted that fish out there, and I just pitched this bait right at it and got to follow it in. This bait is just perfect for this right now. So I'm able to give it that pause. I think it's called a headbanger firetail. And I believe this is the bigger size. Following it. Look at him. Right there in the bottom. Oh, that one hit it and missed it. Oh, the second one hit it and missed it. So cool that those fish both took a swing at it. It's so cool when you're reeling in and you have 2 fish following you in. There's just nothing like that. I guess when you have 3 fish following you in, that's better. Oh my gosh, there's a gigantic one right here. Giant one. Like a monster right here. Gonna go past it. Come on. Are you kidding me? I got weeds. Are you serious? Sometimes when those pike are like this, you actually don't need a bigger bait. You can go smaller. So I think that's what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make up a plastic or something and put on a jig and plastic on a little smaller rod. Look at them. They're just turning off right here. Like I can literally poke them with my rod. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly rig up something here. I think I'm just gonna put on a Z-man and a jig head, a light jig head, so I can pitch it around and hopefully get some of these fish to eat. So I'm just gonna, here, I'll turn it over here so you guys can see. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a walleye rod that I'd like to use for walleye, and I'm gonna rig it up with a little bit of tieable steel. All right, so I'm just gonna cut my normal leader off of here. This is just fluoro. Just gonna snip that off. So this is 10-pound American fishing wire, coated. So I'm just nipping that off. And this is what I'm gonna put on, just a jig and a plastic, nothing crazy, but something smaller that those fish will hopefully eat. Because they are chasing around the bigger baits, but just not eating. This stuff is so nice, like you can just tie any knots with it really. And it's steel, so it doesn't, like, pike can't bite through it and stuff, so it's super nice. So I just got a little swivel here, so I'm just gonna tie another uni knot on this side of it, and then we'll be ready to rock. Just like that. So I got that little swivel here, steel, down to my little jig head. We're gonna go cast, and hopefully these fish will bite this thing. I've seen it in the past before when it's like this, like where it's like there's fish following everywhere, but just getting the bite is so hard. And sometimes a smaller bait like this can be the answer. Let's test it out. There's a decent pike right here, not a giant, but a decent one. It's already following it. Just slithering right in the bottom. Okay, let's keep working around. That fish didn't bite, but we were pretty close to the boat there. See if we can spot our next victim. I'm gonna go right into these bulrushes here. There's stuff that keeps splashing around and moving. So we're gonna see if we can sneak up on something, drop it right in front of their face, and get them to eat. Pike here. Oh, it's coming. Perfect, ate it right there. Wow, that's way bigger than I thought. Some of these ones I'm seeing must be giant. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm on the trolling motor. I'm around the trolling motor. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Yeah, I just hooked this fish like right there underneath the boat almost, on that little plastic I just rigged up. And judging by how big it looked in the water, it did not look big compared to some of these other ones I'm seeing. So I'm guessing I'm seeing some giants down there. This is like a good fish, but not like a true giant. Oh, there's another giant one there that just took off. Goodness me. Like this is like a close to 40-inch fish right here. So obviously some of these ones I'm seeing are giants. Absolute beast. Giant pike, so fat. Oh my goodness. Hooked right in the beak. So much energy. Look at that big shovel mouth. I'm just gonna try to hand land this one. What a giant pike. This is awesome. Hooked right in the snout. Hopefully try not to lose this one too. This is not even close to as big as the one I had earlier. The one I had earlier must have been really big. Easy. Goodness me. I definitely should have netted you. Almost got caught in my head camera, caught in the boat. I'm a wreck. Giant pike. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at the size of that freaking pike. That's a giant, giant pike. Huge head, huge snout. Just gorgeous. I'll get a quick measurement on it. Oh my gosh, this is 42 and a half inches. 42 and a half inch, almost 43 on the bottom tail, 43-inch pike. But that's a freaking giant pike. 43-incher. Let's get a good release on her. And she ate that little jig in a plastic. Incredible. There's so many more down there to be caught. Look at that, gorgeous fish. Oh my goodness gracious. That's exciting. Okay, we got some work to do. There's a lot more down there to be caught. I'm just creeping through the reeds right now. See if I can see any more big ones sitting in the shallows like this. And then I'll go and fish the outside of the weeds too after. There's so many little pike sitting in here in the weeds. There's a lot of minnows pushing through here. Oh, there's tons of little pike in here. So many. I think these are all baby perch in here, but there's so many of them. Oh, I just scared a bunch there with the trolling motor hitting the weeds. Yep, there they all go. Well, that was a fail. Well, at least I scared them out of the weeds, I guess. That's the bright side. The amount of pike is just unbelievable in here. There's so many. If they were feeding hard right now, like it would be, you wouldn't even be able to get your hook down there, I don't think. I wish I had like a ladder or something just to get up a little bit higher. Should allow you to see that much better into the water. There's a decent fish right here. The bail's not even open. Stuck him. Took a little bit of finessing to get that one to bite too. That was right by the boat as well. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. It's another good sized pike too. Not as big, I don't think, but probably awfully close to that 40-inch class. Look at the power of these things. They're so charged up sitting here in the bay, heating up for summer. What a chaotic fish. Perfect, got my hand in there. That little jig and plastic out. That thing absolutely crushed it right there by the boat. All right, and again, look at that. Another giant pike. So fat and sassy, so gorgeous. Let's get her back in there. Ready to rock, right back down to the bottom. Unreal. You know what's a good day? When the boat's getting messy. We're gonna keep casting, hopefully get some more. The reason I'm going with white or chartreuse right now is just because it's a brighter color and I'm able to see it better in the water. And right now, like I said, it's like I'm sight fishing these fish, so being able to see your lure is important. Basically, sometimes I'm not even feeling the bite, I'm just setting it like when I see the hook disappear, like when they engulf it. So this is what I'm rigging up here. This is a 5-inch paddle tail, 3/8 Z-man head. Another great thing you could do right now this time of year is you could fly fish these fish. If I had a fly rod with me right now, I'd probably give it a go. I'm not a great fly fisherman by any means, but chuck and fluff can get you some big fish sometimes. Back up to our battle stations. The sunglasses I'm wearing today are Torge Official is the company. They make some good products. Not super super hard in the pocket either. So they're decently economical and they seem to hold up pretty good. and I find the polarization on them super, super good. There's a big one here on the bottom. I think he ate it. Oh yeah, he ate it. That one snuck up on it. It just slithered up onto it so slowly. And then I just see my bait disappear. So I just went for the hook set, and we got her right in the lip. This one's not near as big as the other ones we were getting, but good size. Another juicy jumbo. The little jig and paddle tail's getting it done. When the bigger baits wouldn't, the smaller one's getting it done. There's another one here. Oh, that one smoked it. Smoked it. That one actually exploded onto it. And that one's taking me for a run. It's towing the boat. Oh man, there's so many giants in these weeds right now. Unbelievable. There's like another giant, like 40 plus right here. God knows how big this one is I got on. Didn't get a good look at it. It was one of those, I think it's a fish, but I'm not sure. But it's definitely putting up a good fight. This fish is just working me. It's not even that huge. I mean, it's big, but it's like maybe a 38 or so. 38-inch fish. Okay, settle down there, buddy. You lost the fight already, man. Oof, oof. It's another super nice fish. Man, this is unbelievable. I think this is like their average size right now. I don't even know how big this is. This is like 39 and a half. No, 38 and a half, sorry. And that's like our average size. Unreal. Just so fun. How's that sweet catching those fish like that? This is so cool. You don't get a lot of opportunities to do stuff like this. Like to be able to actually see and interact with all these big fish like this in the shallow water. So it's super neat to be able to actually do it. And it's even cooler to be able to actually film it for you guys. We're gonna call it that. So that's the video for today. Thank you guys for watching, especially if you watched all the way to the end. Appreciate it. Like and subscribe for more. There's gonna be a lot more coming out. Channel's gonna be pumping. If you're looking at getting into sight fishing or looking at trying sight fishing, there's only a few things you need. Obviously fish, clear water, sunglasses, and some sun. So get out there, do some sight fishing. There'll be a code down below for the sunglasses I'm wearing now. So feel free to check it out. See you guys in the next adventure.